Hi there, Carl here. Yes, I'm Carl now because I'm talking about something serious. My comment on the death penalty and the killing of Troy Davis. Please indulge me, ladies, gentlemen, friends, loves, family. Earlier today I made a video wherein I verbally flipped off the Supreme Court, and I have since removed it because I decided that although I do think sometimes it is important to show our vitriolic anger because it gets people's attention and shows them how much we are dissatisfied in government, I didn't want to be debasing myself because of them. I did some reading about the Supreme Court justices who ruled against giving a stay to Troy Davis. And I saw that at times they have been fairly judicious. Justice Kennedy. But in the end, they are death penalty supporters. I cannot get my head around this. How do men who have been through high levels of education, who have been lawyers, and who have sat on courts for years, how does our highest court have people supporting the death penalty, which we know statistically has been shown to be racist, flawed, a political tool, and dangerous? Yes, today we have DNA testing, but Troy Davis did not have the benefit of this. There was no evidence to test. Yes, I'm still angry. I'm angry because a man is dead. His life has been snuffed out. A human being is no more. For what? For these people like Kennedy and Robertson, Scalia, who are judicious at one moment, but who are political the next. Political because what they did today was they did something with precedence in mind, instead of doing what's right. This is using people. And the Americans who support this need to sit down and start thinking about it, because I'll give you two choices. You're either an idiot or you're a sick, immoral individual if you support the death penalty. It doesn't work. The psychological profile of a killer is that of someone who's not afraid of death threats. He would not be involved in this extreme behavior. Most crimes, when they're not mafia soldier contracts, military assassinations, I can't think of another category. Most crimes are crimes of passion. Nobody plans to kill somebody. And when they do, they're insane. And we have no right to be killing insane people. On that note, Robertson, I hope I'm getting the name right, he's for executing retarded people. What in hell is going on in the United States? I just had a conversation with a friend who's very bright, but usually not as interested in politics as I am, and he said, do we have to be executing people at this day and age? No, of course we don't. And where do Americans get off calling themselves a Christian, Judaic, moral nation when they have the death penalty? Well, let's not get into the biblical aspect of it, which is where it all came from. Which is not completely fair because executions went on before the Bible, but we claim to be a righteous nation. The only thing that makes me angrier than the death penalty and how inane and immoral and sick and expensive it is the people out there who may discuss it in a coffee table manner and say, ah, what a shame. Your knuckles should be white. You should be terrified and you should be enraged. You should feel like you must resist the temptation to get on the phone and holler at your local politician. We should demand that this be eradicated. We were the last country to abolish the execution of child offenders. How sick is that? And today we put to death a man who was no harm to anyone at all. So what was the point? What was the point? Have a good night.